Welcome to the newest installment of the Untitled Film Nerd Project. My name is Philip, and joining me as always is Teacher.
Hello.
This is night 15 of our 7th annual and consecutive 31 Days of Horror, where we watch a different horror movie every single night in October. And this year we changed it up a bit and are doing horror shorts, 2 every night. It goes without saying, but spoiler warning for the entire video from here on. If you haven't seen these yet and want to, go check them out and come back when you're done. So without further ado, let's get right into it with our first short movie of the night, which was It Came Nameless in Spring. Something sinister is happening in the world, and we have this build until the end when it's revealed what's going on. I call this one a side story from a Cloverfield movie. I wasn't blown away, but it was still solid. I guess it was like what it needed to be, if that makes sense. I thought the music was a bit overpowering. That kind of took me out of it. But I'm always down for a badass kitchen fight. And in the end, I just wrote, that was neat. It's just simple, to the point, character-driven, a small snippet of the countless stories that are taking place while the main actors in a movie are the focus. What about you?
I completely agree with all of that. This is one that, I thought it was shot very well. Like you said, extremely badass kitchen fight. Neither one is either an antagonist or protagonist. It's just two people trying to survive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And at the end with the reveal, it just begs the questions like, what's worse, human nature or giant space jellyfish?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, once it was all over, I was just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still enjoyed this one.
Right on. All right, let's move on to the second horror short of the night, which was Bloodyback.
And with this one, we have time period war. And yeah, we have zombies in a time that we typically don't ever see zombies.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. It had a nice little two people versus each other coming together because they now have a common enemy. Trying to survive, doing a good job of surviving. One asshole shows up.
Yeah.
Ruins all of it.
Yeah. Very true.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It's probably one of the longest ones that we've seen. Another one I wouldn't mind seeing fleshed out to a full movie. But I thought the special effects were good, the acting was good, and yeah, I highly enjoyed this one.
Cool.
And you?
Well, as you said, this is the longest short we've had so far. It was about 32 minutes long. And this one had a serious budget. From costuming to makeup to gore to the CGI that was actually pretty decent. The cast was pretty damn big and the location looks spot on. As you said, it's a zombie movie taking place in a historical war time that we usually don't get that. And it was cool to see. Now the comet in the sky is a trope that's been used before. The acting was very solid. The story was your typical zombie fare. As you said, the people group up and they fight everything. It's a zombie movie. But the time period is what sold this one. And they did a great job portraying it and staying within the limitations of that capsule of time. Like, they didn't have automatic weapons. They had their little muskets. I did like the line about when they were talking about the Native Americans and what was going on and possibly being a curse. And someone said,
what kind of god would do this?
Mayhap the god of the people who were here before us. Lenape, Iroquois, Shawnee. Perhaps to them, this is a prayer answered.
I was like, oh, that's such a good line. But I do have a couple of nitpicks. If you're a patriot, let's say this is Revolutionary War times. It wasn't the Revolutionary War, I don't think, but let's say it was around that time. If you're a patriot, that early into the pillaging, not discovery, but pillaging of America, you would still have a British accent.
They'd be right inside just as soon as that French bastard bleeds out and comes back as one.
Every fucking movie in that time period, the patriots, the colonial people, always have fucking American accents. No, you would still be fucking British. But it actually prompted a lengthy discussion with Justin on the topic of when exactly do we lose that accent and how long did it take? How many generations? It was a very cool conversation. I wish I recorded it. Okay, number 2. The girl didn't die on the land. So is it that if you were present when the comet went overhead that you were infected? Okay, if so, then wouldn't the people on the boat possibly already be infected? Isn't the main guy infected too? So even if the girl didn't make it and he was on the boat and then he dies decades later, when he turned then? It's just like being under the comet coming over you, like when the comet flies over you? Is that what does it? And if so, couldn't it like be a worldwide contagion in a matter of weeks? To me, everyone's dead no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Like the girl didn't need to survive and kill him. Like that just, he was there too. And if she's already like, I don't know. I didn't write it. I don't know. Other than that, good use of budget and the time period. A nice little zombie movie.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
All right. Well, that wraps up night 15. Thank you very much for watching and or listening. We'll return tomorrow with the next entries into this year's October movie marathon. So until then, my name is Philip.
And I'm TJ.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.